Debt collectors taking you to court is never an overnight ordeal. There's a structured approach that they must follow. So, if you find yourself in debt, don't panic. It doesn't mean that you're heading straight to the courtroom. Before any legal action, there are a few important steps that take place. Once your debt is in the hands of collectors, you'll likely hear from them through a variety of means. It could be letters, emails, phone calls, or even a rare house visit. If a collector knocks at your door, you don't even have to open it. Let them know that you prefer to speak to them either over the phone or by email. Engaging at this stage is crucial. It's in everyone's best interest to find a resolution before things escalate even further. If you find yourself avoiding their attempts at communication, the debt collectors might see this as non-cooperation. This can prompt them to send a default notice, which escalates things for you. This default notice is more than just a letter. It's a mark on your credit file that indicates you've fallen behind on payments. You typically get a fortnight to cover the missed amount, and if you ignore it, it'll stay on your credit history for 6 years, denting your credit score. If you don't have the money to pay, then it's worth reaching out. Negotiating a delay or a change in the payment schedule can be beneficial for you. If the default notice becomes part of your credit history, the debt collector's next stage is to issue something called a claim form. Now, this document is a clear indication that legal action is on the horizon. It provides a detailed breakdown, who's taking you to court, the amount you owe, missed payments, and whether there was any agreed payment plan. If the debt genuinely belongs to you, then the smart move is to complete the form and send it back quickly. But if you don't believe that the debt belongs to you, then send them a prove it letter, which I'll leave in the description for you. Should the situation evolve, a CCJ, which is known as a county court judgment, may be issued. And this is a critical point. Never ignore a CCJ. If you do, it's not just your debts that'll escalate. Bailiffs might come knocking. Your response to a CCJ can vary. If you can pay, agree to the CCJ and then fill in the necessary paperwork and clear the debt. But remember, once you agree, you'll be playing by the creditor's rules on how repayments work. You can ask to change the terms. Maybe you can pay, but not all at once or as much as they're asking. In this case, you'll need to use a court form N245. This instalment order allows you to detail why you need different terms, or you can claim inability to pay. If your finances are in a bad way, you'll need to be able to prove it. Documents like bank statements, pay slips, and a comprehensive view of your monthly finances will be essential. If health issues play a role, then get ready to make copies of your medical documents. For this, you'll need the N244 court form. Although it doesn't happen very often, you can reject the CCJ. This usually happens when a creditor hasn't played by the rules or perhaps violated the FCA regulations. So, for example, they've asked for an unreasonable amount or they've shown signs of harassment. Remember that even if the CCJ is voided due to these reasons, the debt still remains. They can pursue you for payment, so always be ready for the next step. If you found that you owe various debts and you're struggling to keep up financially, you may want to find out more about debt solutions. I've got to be honest, there are pros and cons to all of them, so it's a case of finding one that's suited to you and your situation. Some of them can lower your monthly payments and others can even write off some of the debt. I'll leave a form below this video. It'll ask you a few questions like how much debt you owe, how many people do you owe, and then at the end of the form it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with and they can give you all the information that you need, and if you use that link you'll be supporting MoneyNerd. So thanks.